Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is KPZ. You are here on the home of the slightly above average ship review. Today in a match on Neighbors, we're looking at the Soviet Tier 7 premium cruiser, heavy cruiser, the Peter Bagration. As I alluded to in the title card, Project 65 BIS Variant 3A, a heavy cruiser with 3x3 180mm guns. It was never built. The person who came up with the idea for the project was probably shot in the back of the head in Lubyanka prison for doing something wrong. Who knows? But they never built this ship, but that never stopped Wargaming from making it. Anyway, in this match, it's kind of funny, because even though you're a heavy cruiser, and you would think if you're asked to play a different role in this game, maybe the heavy cruiser's asked to play the role of a battleship or a battle cruiser. But no, in this game, our teammates are going to ask us to play the role of a destroyer. Now you can see there are a couple of destroyers on each team. But at the end of the match, you're going to look at the scoreboard and the results screen and say, hey, KPZ pretty much did a destroyer's job here in the Peter Bags. I just think it's hilarious when something like this happens, like a ship that's totally just not meant to do the job of a destroyer ends up doing it. Here we're using our radar to spot the enemy Akatsuki. I thought he was going to be a little bit closer than he actually was. So we pop some shots at him that have no chance of hitting him. All right, real quickly, going back to the Project 65. You know, they wanted it to have better AA capabilities, and I think it does. However, I don't think they're, you know, like the greatest of all time or anything like that, but it does have pretty good AA. Unfortunately, you know, we're really not going to get a chance to test that out hardcore in this match, because instead we're going to be playing the job of a destroyer. Now, the destroyer smoked up over there, so we're going to cut back here and go into the cap. There are carrier-based airplanes near us, but they are spotting our teammate destroyer, and in my opinion, that's the proper thing that carrier commander should be doing. All right, we're going to shoot one set of turrets at the Kutuzov over there, make that all three sets. We are shooting HE. We did get attacked very briefly and ineffectively by that enemy destroyer. We have our sonar on. That's just in case he launches a torpedo. I mean, clearly we're spotted by some of those planes. So here I jam on the brakes just in case he's going to shoot some torpedoes. Maybe he'll launch them ahead of us. And we also see a Tier 7 Japanese premium battleship, the Key, which I do not own, primarily because Key in the Thai language means poop. So I don't want to buy a ship named Poop, just like nobody from Mexico wanted to buy a car named Nova. All right. I decided capping this base was enough, so we are going to move out here in the Peter Bags. Smoke screens, Brandenburgs. We'll shoot at the Brandenburg. That's it. Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure he was going the way I thought he was. He does set me on fire. I mean, this is pretty much a rain of secondary batteries. And you know from my my Brandenburg video, it does have the best secondaries in the game in my opinion. So we're just going to turn away instead of trying to duke it out with a ship with way more firepower. Discretion is always the better part of valor in a cruiser, kids. All right, shooting at that Summers over there. Still getting shot at by the secondaries of that Brandenburg. That is no fun. All right, we are headed towards Bravo. Here's an Iowa. We still have high explosive loaded. I'm not sure quite why. I don't think I can get really good shots at anybody, maybe except for that summer CE. I hope everybody watched my incredible summer CE video. If you didn't, don't worry, I'll leave it on so you still have all the time in the world. All right, look, I was just minding my own business, but here's the Implacable. And you know what's better than shooting down a bunch of airplanes? Just killing the carrier. So, not that I was particularly looking for this carrier, but we were going to, you know, switch to armor piercing and take him out, much to the chagrin of the enemy team. You know, they're dropping bombs, we're getting Citadel hits, we're turning to get that full broadside, all 9 barrels on target. There it goes. Peter Bag's armor piercing doesn't play around. 3 more Citadel hits. And a quick reload, and another full salvo, and thus endeth the Implacable. We got 9 Citadel hits out of that deal, so pretty good. Alright, we're going to heal up with our last heal. We're going to aim and fire towards the Iowa, and I believe we are going to move into the Bravo cap, because that's what a destroyer would do. You know, these hits on the Iowa really don't look like they're doing a ton of damage. He's not giving us a great broadside. He's got torpedoes headed his way, and he is dead now because he is not good at getting torpedoes. But you know what ship we can take out? That's right, the Kutuzov, who's just been hiding in a smokescreen the entire time. You can shoot HE at me, Kutuzov. Oh, and I swear we would have killed him, but somebody else shot at him at the same time. Alright, so we'll shoot at the York. You can set me on fire, York. Did I miss? I totally missed. Embarrassing. Alright, we'll shoot again at the York. HE spam me all day, buddy. Boy, that wasn't very impressive either. Alright, readjusting our aim for a 3rd time. And readjusting our aim a 4th time.
Problem solved, sir.
I don't even know if we killed this guy. Alright, we don't hardly do any damage, but now we're behind an island, so we will use our last heal. Yeah, I don't know if I killed that York or not. But right now I'm just capturing the space, because nobody else is. And you can see the enemy team is flipping the Charlie cap, which we capped to start out the game with. So I'm going to turn away from the York, because I think most of the enemy ships are over here by the Charlie cap. Turn away from the York, let my teammates handle that. We are going to finish capturing out Bravo, and then go right back over to Charlie. And there's the Brandenburg. We don't have a lot of health left, and he has a ton of health, so hopefully we can set him on fire or something. The trajectory of those shells is too low and hits the mountain. So keep that in mind, folks. Peter Bags, very low trajectory. It doesn't matter where you're aimed at. You're just going to hit the islands anyway. Now the Key, on the other hand, we might be able to get these shots off here and kill pinch the Key. Oh, it looks good. A little floaty at the end there. So we'll shoot again. And the Key drop spot. But I think that's all we needed right there. Alright, maybe one more salvo. Alright, maybe one more salvo. Honest, folks, I am going to kill 3 ships in this game. So I'm thinking we're going to kill the Key. Eventually. Alright, we'll shoot a little bit at the Akatsuki. Brandenburg, we're going to shoot at the Brandenburg here. Trying to set him on fire. Yeah, this isn't really impressive from a gunnery standpoint. I want to say I think the battle damage record for the ship is like 250, 260k, something like that. We're not going to come anywhere close to that, you know, Because we're not playing the job of heavy cruiser, we're playing the job of destroyer right now by capturing the bases and stuff like that. Nobody else is doing it. It's the goal of the domination match, right? Alright, we're still shooting at the key. Eventually one of these shots is going to get lucky and kill him. No?
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, let's leave this cap circle. And we're going to go after the Brandenburg. So, Peter Bagration, it's got heals, it's got radar, it's got sonar. Really an exceptional hunter-killer of ships that, you know, other cruisers, really. Ships that want to hide in smoke screens. That's what this ship is really good at, I think. You know, in the 180s, they aren't 203s, but they seem to have really good AP penetrating power, at least in my opinion. So you could definitely play this as a heavy cruiser, undoubtedly, you know. It just happened that it didn't work out that way. We launched some torpedoes at the Brandenburg, going around the island. We can't kill the key, he's dead. But I think these torpedoes are going to do some work. And, you know, again, this is something a destroyer would be doing. Shooting torpedoes. So we're going to shoot torpedoes at the Brandenburg, and we're going to move into Charlie here. And then we're going to start lighting up the Brandenburg. We switched armor piercing, so we'll get a good idea of how good this armor piercing really is in about a second. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Working on a reload. We are getting damaged. But he's giving us that full broadside. The Brandenburg goes down. Can't stand up to the armor piercing of the Peter Bags. All right, we switch back to HE. We are now capping Charlie. And I just need one shot at the remaining enemy ship. So yeah, this isn't a total carry or anything like that. I'm not pretending it is. I'm just saying yes, in the Peter Bagration, if forced to, by the hand of fate, you can carry out a reasonably good facsimile of a destroyer contesting caps, should you choose to do so. And you shouldn't shy away from the opportunity to do these things if everyone else on your team doesn't have any interest in doing it. All right, so we're closing down the seconds here. 10 seconds left and counting on the Charlie cap. We are loaded and ready to shoot. The Benson finds the Akatsuki. We get the cap and we'll shoot at the Akatsuki. We're probably not going to hit him. Oh, he took a ton of damage from somebody else. We'll shoot again. Anyway, we don't need to because we get the kill. Look at that. 3 kills, 3 solo base caps. Like a Gordie Howe hat trick. Almost. All right. You know, the important takeaways from this screen: 3 kills, 3 solo base caps, 9 hits to Citadel, all pretty much against an aircraft carrier. 674,215 silver and 6013 ship XP and commander XP in the Peter Bags. Not a high damage game, but again, you don't need high damage to be effective. 3,083 base XP, 3 big kills, 3 base caps. That's how we ended up at the top of the board, folks. Don't be afraid to play the match that is given to you, and it can be a very successful match here, even without high damage numbers. Anyway, that's the Peter Bags, folks. It's been recently buffed, and that's what I intended to show in the video. Instead, I showed you how it is really just a big destroyer. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.